say former President Ali Abdullah Saleh has been killed. European Council President Donald Tusk says the EU and UK are closer to agreement that would allow Brexit talks to move to the next phase. In Malta, police have arrested 10 people in connection with the murder of an investigative journalist. And WADA says intelligence it has seems to confirm allegations about state-sponsored doping in Russia.
It's 9:01.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday to you out there. I hope that you're having a great start to your day. You're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I'm your host, Quabila Harden, and I have some very distinguished gentlemen here in the studio with me today. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning to each and every one of you out there listening.
All right, so it's a little chilly in here because we have the Ice Cold Brothers of the Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
Quabila, do you have do you have mic 2 turned on?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm not getting anything out of my. Okay, now I hear myself. Okay, we good now.
Alrighty, so we have Mr. Javon Long, Mr. Tayron, Robinson, I'm so sorry, and our very own station manager, Leganzi Cato Wonder Kale. So thank you guys for joining me this morning. Yes, and so Mr. Tayron is the vice president of the Theta Upsilon chapter, which is the undergrad chapter at Arkansas State University, and Mr. Javon is the Southwestern Assistant. Okay, regional vice president. That is a big title.
That means he's a big man in the frat.
Alrighty. And so we're going to let them do some brief introductions to tell you where they are, because I think Tayron and Javon are still in college, in school.
Yes, ma'am.
And so we would like for you to please tell us a little bit more about your studies and what your career path is.
Yeah, my name is Tayron Devontae Robinson. I'm a senior majoring in computer and information technology. I like long walks on the beach and holding hands.
You must be single and looking for putting it out there for all the ladies out there.
You never know where you might find it.
Well, shout out to Helen Scott. She is watching.
I am the vice president of the Theta Upsilon chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, and also the vice president of the MPHC chapter here at Arkansas State University. Right. And my goals and dreams are to start my own business.
Alrighty. Well, I will be looking out for you in the future, see what you got going on. Alrighty, Mr. Javon.
Can't take him nowhere. So my name is Javon Long. I currently serve as the Southwestern Assistant Regional Vice President, and I basically am the collegiate brother that represents the states of Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, and I also sit on the fraternity's National Board of Directors.
Oh, wow.
For school, I have a major in criminology and sociology with minors in homeland security and disaster preparedness, and I'm also in my master's degree program right now, which is in public administration.
Alrighty.
And for my career, I plan on working in the public sector.
Okay.
Well, I guess you already know who I am. I'm the general manager of KLEK 102.5 FM, but I am Leganzi Kale. I was initiated into the Theta Upsilon chapter in spring 1997, so 20 years ago. So I'm the old head the table. Currently, I am a member of the Mu Omicron Lambda graduate chapter of Arkansas. I almost said Arkansas State, but we cover Jonesboro, we cover Marion, West Memphis, Blytheville, Osceola, and the surrounding areas. And I'm pretty much already in my career path. You listen to it, you see it here every day at KLEK.
Alrighty. So let's talk about, since today's your Founders Day, let's talk about when and where you all were founded. Anybody?
Well, of course, we were founded December 4th, 1906 on the campus of Cornell University, Ithaca, New York. I'll let my fellow brothers talk about the jewels.
Go ahead.
So we were founded by seven men who we consider the jewels of our fraternity. Mr. Henry Arthur Callis, Charles Henry Chapman, one of my favorite jewels, Eugene Kinko Jones, who was the executive secretary of the National Urban League. He was that for 20 years, and I let Taylor take the rest.
Okay.
Gene Ginkle Jones. I'm gonna do it out of order.
Okay, that's fine.
Hey, as long as we name them.
Partner with some Tandy.
And can't forget George Biddle Kelly.
George Biddle Kelly.
Who actually came up with the name of Alpha Phi Alpha.
And Robert Harrod Ogle, who got us our colors, black and old gold.
Black and old gold. Okay.
And we got a couple Facebook shout-outs already. Shout out to brother Adrian Everett, who says, represent well, bros, and happy Founders Day. Well, Fred, appreciate you for checking in.
Okay, so you're watching the live stream. All right, so let's talk about some of your national programs and then ones that you participate in, and then on the state level programs that you participate in, host on an annual basis.
Okay, well, we have 4 national programs that we all do, which is Go to High School, Go to College, Project Alpha, A Boldless People is a Hopeless People, and what's my last one? Brother's Keeper.
Okay.
Personally, my favorite is Go to High School, Go to College. Mentoring has always been something that's important to me. Since I worked with Renell Woods with the Amen program, something that I always value, making sure we get as many African American males we can into college. That's one of the basic premise of the Go to High School, Go to College program. I let Brother Kenzie explain Brother's Keep a little bit more.
Okay, well, I was actually going to speak on voteless people as a hopeless people, but yeah, I'll speak on a voteless people as a hopeless people because that's the one that's near and dear to me because, we interview a lot of politicians here on this show, and elections have consequences. I'm not going to get into a political thing, but, it's very important, and we say this all the time, that if you care about what is happening to you, if you care about the decisions that people make on your behalf, then you need to get out and you need to get to vote. And a voteless people is a hopeless people is our initiative where we encourage people to get out and vote, get people registered to vote, and get them educated on the issues that matter to them. And so as we get ready to head into the 2018 election, you're going to definitely hear me say a voteless people is a hopeless people a lot.
Alrighty. And so I just want to give people some heads up that all the information they're sharing here, you can also find, it's a general website, which is www.apa1906.net. And so you can find a lot of information there. Now, if you want to know more or local information, you can reach out to the local colleges, and, find someone in student services or Greek life, and they can give you more direction on where to go and who to talk to.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's talk about Brother's Keeper.
My Brother's Keeper is an opportunity for the brothers to give back to an elder brother, help him with anything that he may need around the house, anything that's going on with his life. It's just a good chance to reconnect between younger and older. And kind of just make sure everything's going good because without them, we wouldn't be where we are.
And we'll go ahead. I was just going to give an example of that. We'll be doing that this Saturday with our own brother, Dr. Herman Strickland, who was actually the first advisor for the Theta Upsilon chapter. And we'll be going, members of both Mu Omicron Lambda and Theta Upsilon will be going to his house to help him out with anything that he may need at his house.
I was going to ask you, what are some other things that you have done? I remember seeing a post a few years ago that you did some yard work for another brother that was, I don't want to call him older, but he was older than you all. Mm-hmm. And then what are some other things that you all have done under this program?
Well, this one is basically, like you said, giving back to some of our more seasoned members of the fraternity, and not only our brothers, but maybe widows of brothers, things like that. And the funny story of how it actually got started, there was a young one, his name is Charles Hastings, which is the program is actually named after.
Okay.
He was at a chapter meeting one night, and his car was blocked in, and the brothers in their chapter meeting were arguing to the point where they were not hearing him when he wanted them to move their car because he didn't like to drive at night. And basically what happened was he ended up throwing his cane across the room and had a nice little cussing fit. And it's funny, I believe that next year at our general convention was when we kind of came up with that program, something specifically for him.
And that's one of those little unofficial things. You don't piss off the old heads. And that's at any convention because my wife is a member of Delta Sigma Theta, and I've went to their national convention with her, and some of them older Deltas, they'll take their canes and shake it in your face quick. So it's not just an alpha thing.
And under this program, there are 7 objectives. And the website lists them: assist in maintaining living environments that are compatible with participants' level of functioning, assist in maintaining the upkeep of participants' properties, assist with healthcare decision making, provide companionship, provide legal services, provide transportation, ensure adequate supplies of food, water, and clothing with special emphasis on disaster management and recovery. So you all do all of that.
Yes, all of that in that program.
Okay, so when a brother calls, do you all have like some type of, I want to say, pipeline? Like someone calls, SOS, do you all jump into action and, have a point person to organize and coordinate everything?
Well, I think now with the technology that we have, I know we have for the grad chapter, I'm sure the undergrad chapter as well has a group me in which all of the members are in, and basically, we can send a message across the group me or a group text or to communicate with each other, or even group email. But it can boil down to something simple as just where your brother lives, just stop by and say, hey, you good, or anything like that.
Okay.
We do have a Facebook question, comes from Helen Scott, and she says, why should a young college man choose Alpha? So since I'll leave it to my college brothers to answer that.
Because we're the best.
Of course.
Because
goodness.
Alpha Men on this campus for Arkansas State University, because that's the only campus I know for sure. Our brotherhood is so amazing. We really genuinely care about each other, and we really strive for improvement, not just in myself, not just in my line brother, but for everyone. We motivate each other, we build each other up, and what we try to do is not just be on the campus, but be actively involved on the campus. We want to do anything. We just had a pageant recently, and the whole chapter was there in support because me and my line brother Javon were pretty much over it, with help of my amazing pageant partner too.
And I would say, for one, you have to do your research because, not every fraternity is for everyone. But nevertheless, when you look at the mission statement and the goals of this fraternity and the history of it, it lies a lot of value in what Alpha Phi Alpha is and, what Alpha Man strive to be. So, them are some of the reasons I would tell, Miss Scott, if you do have a son, please steer him our way.
Okay. And before I answer, I just want to give another Facebook shout out to Judy Castile. I'm going to tell my story because as the older member of the table, my story actually goes back 20 years. I'm originally from Helena, West Helena, Arkansas. And when I was in school, I didn't really know anything about Greek life. Well, the superintendent at the time was an Alpha Man who is now in the Omega chapter, which is our chapter for deceased brothers. His name was Mr. Willis Williams. And anybody that came through the state that is an Alpha knows the name of Willis Williams. But he was superintendent. And I remember he pulled myself over, and it was another young man who was in my class, and he told us, look, both of y'all are smart, intelligent young men. When y'all get to college, this is the fraternity I want you to join. And I was like, yeah. I didn't have any clue what he's talking about. I said, yes, sir. Just going along with what he was saying. Well, Mr. Williams took it one step further. When he called actually ahead to the brothers that were in Theta Upsilon at the time, and he said, I've got a young man, his name's Legansy Kale. He's a bright young man. Y'all need to reach out to him. So when I arrived on campus, they actually sought me out and said, hey, we're with the Theta Upsilon chapter of Alpha Alpha. If you need anything, you need any help, let us know. And that kind of really touched me, and they just showed me love, and they was there for me. Then I saw how they represented themselves. Not just, they were the best steppers on the yard. They did actually win that, but of course, I can't dance or step. So, but and then in the way they carried themselves on campus, and that appealed to me, and so that made it easy for me to make the decision to join. But again, like Brother Long said, do your research, find out which organization works best for you, because with all of the Divine Nine organizations, the fraternities and the sororities, it is a lifetime commitment. And don't just do it just to get some letters. I mean, I know there's some situations to where the organization that a person may want to join may not currently be active on the campus, and people get so desperate to get letters, they just pick one of the others, and then years down the line say, well, I want it to be this, but they weren't on the yard, so I did that. No. If you want it that bad, wait, graduate and then do it grad chapter. I think some people get caught up because they want that college experience. They want to step, and step shows. They want to stroll at parties. Well, guess what? Old heads stroll. I mean, you can still stroll at an alumni event. You can still get to kick it. But if you're truly about the ideals of what that organization stands for, then join that organization, even if you have to wait to join it. But
It'll be worth the wait.
But again, and a shout out to my better half, Pamela Coleman Kale. Appreciate you for checking in on our Facebook Live feed. Love you.
Alright, so I want to go into Project Alpha, and so again, there's some information on our website, on the, I don't know if it's the national website.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and there are 3 goals of the Project Alpha program: sharing knowledge by combating ignorance and fear for factual information, changing attitudes by providing motivation toward positive changes in sexual behavior, providing skills by creating a sense of empowerment and self-esteem. I want to ask you all, especially in this day and time, how important are the goals that you all, teach these young people? How important is it now?
Very important. Very, very important. I believe you had a statistics over, African Americans and STD rates and teen pregnancy. And them statistics, very, very troubling. So it shows the importance of a program such as Project Alpha. Basically teaches our young men about abstinence, safe sex practices, and sexuality in a holistic way.
Okay.
Those things have been skewed with society views, and masculinity, and variety of things which kind of skew how we think of masculinity, and so this is basically trying to get our I believe our age range is 12 to 15 year olds, and just trying to make sure that we pre-safe sex, also abstinence as well, but not only that, but some skills to be a better man.
Okay.
And I just want to add to that. I think why it's so important is, we all know that unfortunately several young men, especially African American men, are growing up fatherless. There's no male role model, no male to steer them in the right direction. So it makes it all that much more urgent, all that much more important that, we as alpha men, that we step forward and fill that role to these guys to steer, these men in the right direction, because, a lot of us, we've done our things, we've made our mistakes, and, we can, tell these young men, hey, do this or don't do that, so that they don't make the mistakes that we made.
And I want to give a little bit of more background on your website. It says Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated and the March of Dimes Birth Defects Foundation began collaboratively implementing Project Alpha in 1980. So that's wonderful that you all partnered with.
And that's absolutely true. That is something that we partner with. In fact, our outgoing was the state leaders. I told him no head, and I said, Giovanni, you have to help me with this, but. He would actually have us a table at the signature chef's auction, and we actually participated in that. And that is one of the things that the fraternity does is
Brother James McFadden, our former immediate past district director of Arkansas.
And also one of our new Omicron Lambda. Did you turn my headphone down? Can you hear?
Let's turn it down a little bit.
Okay. Well, and one of our MOL brothers, Brother Bobby Brown, is very active in the March of Dimes program. We got a couple more Facebook shout-outs. Cameron King says, good job, bros. Pamela Coleman Kale says, happy Founders Day.
Thank you.
I also want to point out that you all have a Project Alpha week, which is in October of every year. So did you all get to do a lot of activities this year?
So Project Alpha week is kind of one of our weeks where we symbolize that most chapters will do their Project Alpha. It doesn't necessarily have to be a whole week.
Okay.
But usually during that week is when we want all chapters nationwide to actually do that event.
Okay.
So that's kind of how that was symbolized. We actually did ours a little early. I think we did ours in September.
Okay.
This year's when in September.
It was early October.
October. Okay. And so I would love to see you all do more and more. I can't wait to, see how these young men's lives are impacted. Say you get them at 12 to 13, and then at 15, 16, whenever they age out of your program, I would love to hear the feedback that they give you on what influence you made in their life, what impact you had with the information that you shared with them. Whenever you do this program and meet with young men, do they give you immediate feedback? What is the response like? I'm sure you're going to have some that are resistant. They're just going to want to do what they want to do, but I'm sure there are some that are very responsive in a positive way.
Working with the youth is a very interesting and challenging experience. A lot of mine I work outside of Alpha, in terms of, even though you always wear your letters, sometimes you're not working for your letters in the same way. So, like me through the 8-man program, at the end of the day, my goal is to try to tell black youth, period, not necessarily as an Alpha, but as Javon. That's something that I genuinely care about outside of what the fraternity requires me to do. But, as far as feedback, you're right, some of it's immediate terms of thank you, I never knew about that. And some of it, like you said, it's resistance, dealing with the youth, and I have to speak on myself, we're all kind of rebellious, think we know what think we know it all at a certain age. It's a very interesting experience, but nevertheless, I really enjoy working with you. I really do. And that's what the program is about.
Okay. And I'll just add this as we're ready to go to break up. One of our MOL brothers, Dr. Jeff Flanagan, who is the STEM principal at Jonesboro High School, he does a lot with the youth. And one of the things that we in the grad chapter do, we have an ACT scholarship in which we just had a turkey fundraiser to raise money for them. We provide scholarships for people to, especially young men, to take the ACT. I think you can take it maybe like once free, but some people need to take it multiple times and they can't afford it. So that scholarship allows those young men the opportunity to take it. And I know in some of our chapter meetings, Dr. Flanagan has told the chapter about how the young men appreciate the work that he does. But we're going to leave it there. We'll be back with more with Alpha Phi Alpha. This is Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
Are the disagreements in your marriage constantly escalating into full-blown fights? I'm Mark Merrill with today's Family Minute. Every marriage is full of tough decisions that sometimes lead couples to disagree, but you can disagree in a kind and loving way. So here are 3 agreeable ways to disagree with your spouse. First, disagree with affirmation. Start off well by validating their position and by finding common ground with your spouse. Second, disagree with kindness. Disagreements are much more effective when each spouse agrees to use kind words that build up, not tear down. Third, disagree with love. Be sure to always have your spouse's best interest at heart when talking through a disagreement. Remember, your family first. Want to learn more about today's topic? Download my podcast at markmerrill.com.
Family Minute is made possible by the Kappa Nu Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, a non-profit organization committed to service to all mankind. Kappa Nu Omega Alpha Kappa Alpha on Facebook and KNOMEGA1908.com.
For almost 3 years, KLEK 102.5 FM has brought you the music you love on your radio, on your computer, and on your phone. Now, we want to bring the music to your party, wedding, or any event. KLEK now offers DJ services for all occasions with over 22 years of DJ and broadcast experience. We can also announce your event on KLEK. Need a photographer for that special occasion? We got that covered too. Package deals available. Book us for DJ, photography, or for both for your event today. Call 870-203-9951 or look us up on social media at KLEK-FM.
Karaoke and photo booths with a custom design of your event are also available.
Craighead County Clerk Cade Holliday hopes that you and your loved ones will enjoy the special gifts of this Christmas and holiday season. The gift of love, the gift of peace, the gift of happiness. Christmas and the holidays are not only a time for spreading a message of cheer and goodwill, but also a time to say thank you to the citizens of Craighead County. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to you from Craighead County Clerk Cade Holliday.
The key to making this station even better could be parked in your driveway right now. Donate your old car to us, you'll get a tax deduction, and we'll tow it away for free.
Go to klekfm.org for more information.
During the holiday season, there's so much to be thankful for and so many moments to cherish. The barbers at Amazing Fades would like to take this opportunity to thank you for your business throughout the year and extend their warmest wishes for a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you and your loved ones. That's Amazing Fades Barbershop at 3915 East Nettleton, Suite M in Jonesboro, Arkansas.
Support for KLEK is brought to you by
Fullness of Joy Ministries, 2120 Thorn Street, Jonesboro, under the direction of Bishop Adrian Rogers and co-pastor Susan Rogers. www.fjministries.org.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
All right, welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We are speaking with Mr. Tayron Robinson, Mr. Javon Long, and Mr. Leganzi Kell, better known as Cato Wonder. All right, so these gentlemen are members of the Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, Theta Upsilon chapter, which is the undergraduate chapter at Arkansas State University, and the Mu Omicron Lambda, which is the alumni chapter here in Jonesboro, Arkansas, but they cover multiple cities, members from multiple cities. All right, so we started out talking about some of their national programs, and you can find all this information again on www.apa1906.net. All the information is listed that we're talking about today, so this is, nothing super secretive. And also, now we're going to get into talking about what it takes to become an alpha man. Leganzi touched on earlier about waiting a while. People go to college, they want their college experience, they want to join a fraternity, sorority, they jump in all bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and then it's not all what they expected, but, because they're freshmen, they just want to do something. But let's talk about why you should wait, and first of all, what are the requirements, but also why you should really wait and just feel everything out. So,
the majority, so the first requirements, outside of being a college student at the university that you plan to join, you have to have a 2.5 GPA or above. Have to have what we call good character. You have to be a registered voter, and I believe you have to find at least 2 brothers to be what we call a sponsor and recommender.
Okay.
And outside of that, those are the what they call the bare minimum requirements to actually join the fraternity. But in terms of what you're talking about earlier, you hopefully you only spend about 2 to 3 years as an undergraduate. Once you join the organization. And as somebody that did join on the college level, I will understand it is an experience that's it's unlike any other. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, you don't want to rush into something because this is a lifelong commitment.
Okay.
We have a lot of what we call inactive brothers. Brothers that made a pledge during their college days and they haven't paid any other membership dues or anything like that. After they graduate, they'll just wear their T-shirt. Because I call it a T-shirt out. So and sometimes it can be financial, sometimes it can be like a disconnect, and sometimes it's just that you really just want the party, step, and stroll in your college days, which is fine too. But you have to really be mindful of that, as you get ready and say you want to join this organization, because there's a lot of work behind it that people don't see, such as having to do these national programs. Spending out your money to go to conventions every year. A lot of things behind the scenes that that we don't think of when you first join, but it's still an important part of this fraternity, which actually makes it run.
Okay.
So I think those are very important to consider. When you're thinking about joining any organization at that, not just mine.
Turn it down. One.
No, on the headphone next to it. Javon, you see over there where it says headphone? See number 1, turn number 1. No, always
Slight technical difficulties.
Well, not technical difficulties. I had to turn it down just a little bit. That's gonna be. It's a little loud for her.
All right. Sorry, we have a little technical.
Well, it's not technical difficulty. It's her headphone was a little loud, and I have hearing loss from 22 years of DJing, so I tend to have my headphone turned a little bit. So. And
I have more sensitive ears, so okay.
Well, and before we get back to that, we got another Facebook shout out to Brother Brad Dillon. Appreciate that. And of course, we also want to extend a special thanks to Brother Dillon for smoking all of the turkeys and turkey legs for the MOL chapter fundraiser. Thank you for the donation of your time and your gigantic souped up grill for that. And Helen Scott says, will the Alphas be participating in Jonesboro's Kwanzaa Day celebration? Well, I'll be speaking with the chapter brothers to the participation. I'm sure we can work something out for that. We are still in the planning process of that Kwanzaa celebration.
All right, so also on your website, there's a listing of foundations that you all are have. There is the Alpha Phi Alpha Education Foundation. There's the Charitable Foundation, Building Foundation, and Jules. Okay, there's Jules Heritage Project, and then there's the Alpha Building Foundation Corporation. So, are you all a part of or participate, like on a local level or individually? You all participate in any one of these foundations?
Individually, I've been able to participate with the Education Foundation through our academy. We have
Okay.
what's called the Alpha Phi Alpha Leadership Academy. It's about 1% of alphas have actually went through it, have been through this academy before, and I had the chance to be part of the TA class, which was 2 years ago.
Okay.
But no, these are our foundation things that we do on a national level. As a board member, that's something that I would have way more bigger role in. But those are something that doesn't necessarily have to be done on the chapter levels.
Okay. Now let's talk about the local chapter, Jonesboro. One thing that most people are more familiar with is the Black and Gold pageant. And so it's more of a scholarship type pageant, isn't it?
Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
so please elaborate on what that is.
The Black and Gold pageant is a pageant for a lovely young woman to compete on a local, regional, district, and national level. And she'll have 5 different categories. It's all towards giving back to the community and giving her an opportunity to win a scholarship, have her college experience just a little bit better.
Okay.
So these brave ladies step out of their comfort zone, and they really do an amazing job. And I'm one of the pageant coordinators, one of 3 for this upcoming one in January 24th.
Okay.
And I will not lie, these ladies are really amazing so far.
We'll go ahead and give them the information about when and where the pageant is, how they can get tickets and all of that.
We will be selling tickets during the first week back in school, January 15th, I do believe. 16th. We will be selling our tickets then, and it will be held in the Fowler Center here at Arkansas State University in Jonesboro, Arkansas.
And we got another Facebook shout. Shout out to Brother Bobby Brown of the New Omicron Lambda chapter. Appreciate you, Brother Brown, for checking in on our Facebook live feed. And as Quabila calls.
Sorry.
Just want to shout out to everyone that's out there listening on this Founders Day. Shout out to all the alphas nationwide.
Now, to be a part of the pageant, first of all, have you already made your final selections of who the participants are?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so when do you actually start promoting registration, I guess, or signing up to be a part of the pageant?
Because the pageant, we normally start planning for the pageant in the fall semester, because it's always held at the beginning of the spring semester to kind of kick off the spring semester. So normally we start a month into school, so everyone kind of knows their schedules, know when they can and how they need to adjust to things. So we'll hold a small little interest meeting to inform the ladies, let them know that they have to have, it's just like trying to get in the fraternity. They have to have good GPAs, they have to be a active and current member of the campus, and they have to be under the age of 25.
Okay. Alrighty. So what are some other local programs that you want, or activities that you host, either on or off campus?
Well, I guess I'll go ahead and start. With the Mu Omicron Lambda chapter, one thing that we have coming up, and this will be this Saturday, is we participate with the Salvation Army as celebrity bell ringers, and this is something that is near and dear to our own brother, Dr. Strickland. He's actually on the local board for the Salvation Army, and so basically each brother will take an hour, and we'll be at Harp's grocery store, and I believe we may start like either 9 or 10 a.m., and we'll go all the way up until 6 p.m. In fact, if you want to come check out your boy Cato, I'll be there from 4 to 5 p.m. But we do that because it is a good cause, and of course earlier we mentioned about the ACT scholarship fundraiser, in which we do as well.
Now, I want to mention also, there's a tab on your website. It's called Special Initiatives, and you all are like all over the place. You all do so much. Under this, it lists different other organizations that you all take part in, or other things that you do, such as Big Brothers, Big Sisters of America, Boy Scouts of America, College Life to Corporate Life Initiative, which is better known as C2C, Leadership Development Institute, LDI, Peace Corps, World Policy Council. Okay, what do y'all not do? Where are you not, like, present? You all do so much.
We present to all the needs of our community. So part of our mission statement is providing service and advocacy for our communities. So that kind of steers you into why we do so much, because the need is so important. Tagging on to what our general president says, the urgency of now is here. So it's very important in all our special initiatives that we want to do.
Wow. And so we didn't get into your mission. Well, not necessarily mission statement. The principles. Please help me out on what you call them. Like what the organization was built on. Sorry, don't know the terminology for that. Some people call them principles. Some people call them pillars. Some people call them.
This might be our aim.
Manly deeds, scholarship, and love for all mankind.
Okay. Alrighty. So, what are some ways that you all let's brag about you individually. So what are some ways that you feel that you exemplify those missions, your mission?
Do you want me to start?
Not everybody wants on.
Well, I guess as the older member, I'll start. Well, manly deeds is basically, if you see someone, in need, you just help them. Of course, I guess in a personal example, it's what we do here at KLEK every day, by giving people the opportunity to come on to this show, this platform, to educate the community about what they do, with not just our organization, but the other D9 organizations, community service groups, even with the volunteers. You won Volunteer of the Year, so, by giving you this opportunity, and you took this opportunity and you just ran with it, and I'm just so very proud of you for what you've done with that. But that's what it's about, taking what you have and the blessings that you've been given and using them to help bless others. I think that's what Manly Deeds is. And scholarship, well,
I can touch on that.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Well, because I'm a pageant coordinator, that's one of our main scholarships that we give out for Miss Black and Gold. But also I write a lot of our grants that we get for funding through the campus and through different offices on campus. So we can help run some of the things that we do and help get more people involved. So that's kind of my personal spill on it, because I kind of have a gift for writing, but if it wasn't for my brothers making sure it's better, it wouldn't be as good.
And do you write other things, like, for, say, poetry, short stories, essays, things of that nature?
I wish, but I do have a brother who does do poems.
Okay, well, we need to connect with him.
We can make that happen.
All right.
And I say love for all mankind. For me personally, me working with A-Man, being a volunteer firefighter, or serving on the national board, all of these things, I'm trying to do something service other than myself. My love for all mankind. So that'd be the time for me, I guess, to brag on myself. And I can hit on every other point, being scholarship, being a double major, double minor, and now I'm in a master's program, or Manly Deeds, referencing back to what he said. So, I don't like bragging on myself, but nevertheless, I humbly accept a lot of the blessings I've been able to do in my life.
Well, and just to add to scholarship, we have a saying, we party hard, we stay up late, but most of all, we graduate. But seriously, the most important thing is, to, start the journey in which you, finish the journey in which you started. And since Brother Long won't brag on himself, I'm going to brag on him as far as love for mankind. Earlier this year I had surgery to remove my thyroid, and Brother Long was in constant contact with me, texting me, making sure I was okay, making sure did I need anything. And that's also, you can fall under my brother's keeper, even though I'm older than him, but I'm not an old man, but he still was looking out for my welfare, when I was in the process of having my surgery.
That is amazing. So we definitely need y'all to participate in our Kwanzaa event. You all, the things that you do fall right in line with the principles of Kwanzaa. So we would love to see you all either be a part of a panel, come out to our celebration, and express what you do and how it goes along with what Kwanzaa stands for. We'll get more into that as time approaches.
Just let us know the date. We'll be there.
All right. We appreciate that. Also, one other thing, you all have your own magazine. Oh my gosh. Okay. So tell us about the magazine.
The Sphinx, I believe, it's the second oldest African American publication currently. I can't think of when it first came out off the top of my head.
1914.
1914.
Wow.
And we come out quarterly every year. So not quarterly, but annual. So the spring, summer, and the fall edition comes out. You try to get and now I don't want to talk about our national office, but I still haven't got mine yet for the fall. So sometimes they don't come on time, but nevertheless, it's an important publication. It has a lot of the achievements, and just a good publication for brothers all around. So it's some of the achievements of brothers on the national level, and just a lot of things that our brothers are doing on the national level. Because we have a lot of great brothers that are leaders in all pillars of our community, and the magazine is just a good way, of showcasing that. So I look forward to getting my Sphinx magazine so I can read it. Because it has all kind of interesting articles. I learned about, all kind of alphas across the nation, which make me proud to be a member of this fraternity.
That's amazing. So one day, has there been a story published about you all yet?
Not since I've been in the fraternity. I think the next one will publish me for our installation because I was elected to the national board. But in terms of the chapter, not that I know of since I've been in the fraternity, but I'm pretty sure sometime in the past we should have been mentioned in there somewhere.
I can't recall, but like he said, it may have happened and we just didn't catch it. But like he said, it is something to spotlight, the achievements of brothers throughout the country.
Okay. All right. So I'm just so thrilled to have you all here and
we're glad to be here.
For you all to share your information and just hear about the wonderful work that you all do. So I know the year is about to round out. Do you all have any other projects in the month of December coming up?
We actually have a Jump Rope for Hearts program that we're going to be doing at the Math and Science Magnet School with Brother Greer. We're actually going to be giving a little speech to the kids out there, letting them know about college and a little bit and then we're going to be having fun with them the whole time. We'll have several different stations set up for jump rope, hula hoop, Foursquare, something to just interact with the kids, have a good time. It's going to be this Friday.
This coming Friday.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you all needing volunteers, or can people from the community come out and be a part of this?
We were just going to keep it on a chapter level.
Okay, so just let the parents know. Send your child to school on a Friday, and this is Math and Science.
Yes, ma'am.
Math and Science, and Jump Rope for
Hearts.
For Hearts. Okay.
And since we're on that subject, I just want to kind of spotlight the influence of alpha men in the educational system in Jonesboro. We have several alpha men that are principals of school. As we mentioned, Brother Dr. Ricky Greer, who is the principal at Math and Science. We have Dr. Jeff Flanagan, who is the STEM principal at Jonesboro High School. We have Mr. Reginald Murphy, who is the principal at Annie Camp. And am I leaving out anyone? I don't want to leave out anyone. But, basically, it kind of goes back to, I guess that's another way in which you could tie in scholarship as well.
Okay.
By alpha men going into education and to impart their knowledge and to help to mold and to shape the next generation.
Alrighty. And so, I know we've already talked about, the Black and Gold event coming up in January. How far in advance do you all plan your calendar of events?
Some stuff, it could be up to a year in advance, and then on down from there, it's just varies from there. Like our district convention is going to be in February here in Jonesboro, and I know
February the 9th through the 11th.
I know Brother Long and Brother Lockhart and Dr. Gibson and several others have been working meticulously on planning that as well. One thing I do want to get into before we get into the break, because when we come back from the break, we do have to do a special recognition that we was requested to do from a listener. But tonight, the Mu Omicron Lambda graduate chapter, we will have a fellowship dinner at Legends Barbecue Smokehouse at 7 o'clock p.m. All brothers, active or inactive, from Theta Upsilon, Mu Omicron Lambda, any other chapter anywhere around. If you are a member of Alpha Phi Alpha, you are certainly welcome to come join us. And Theta Upsilon, I believe you guys are doing something at the bowling alley, so kind of let you all talk about what you all got going tonight.
We were going to have just a little fun game night at the bowling alley. come out, bowl, play laser tag against the ice cold brothers and see if y'all have what it takes to beat us. And I'm not gonna lie, we have a couple of seasoned vets. Me, myself,
y'all got some ringers.
Yes, sir.
Also, you're a military man.
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Oh Lord, I bet y'all get too serious when it comes to laser tag.
My brother here,
he's the silent killer. Well, thank you for your service as well.
When we start hitting the combat roles, y'all already lost. You already lost.
Oh my goodness! So that is tonight. What time are y'all linking up?
Probably 7:06. 7:06.
Of course, we invite y'all to stop by Legends. Get y'all some barbecue first before y'all head on out there and kick some tail on the bowling lanes.
All right, so with that, we're going to leave it there. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, again, we'll do a special announcement. And also, we have another announcement for a Martin Luther King Parade Committee meeting tonight. If you would like to take part in that, I'll give you the date, time, and the location. Well, the time and location, since it is tonight. So thank you for tuning in. Don't go anywhere though. We'll be right back after these announcements. Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
We're back with Money Matters. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. Want to get better control of your spending? Stop being bamboozled by the word free. A gift is free, period. A free gift is going to cost you money, i.e. you have to buy something else to get it, or time, space in your home, your attention, an email address. It's going to cost you something, even if the gift is not actually worth anything. The word free stopped being free a long time ago. Now it's just a marketing tool designed to get you to spend money. Basically, the more free something is, the more it's going to cost you to get and or keep it. So before you accept one, be sure you know exactly what it costs, what it's worth, and if you can truly afford it. If there's no real value to a thing beyond possessing it, that's not a gift, it's a burden. Say no thank you and keep it moving. And keep a tight grip on your wallet. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. for Money Matters, a product of American Urban Radio Networks.
Money Matters is made possible by the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, a nonprofit organization dedicated to uncompromising commitment to communities, service, leadership, empowerment. www.jonesboroalumnidst.org.
Money Matters is brought to you by Bancorp South, offering checking, savings, loans, credit cards, and wealth management. 5 locations in Jonesboro to serve you. www.bancorpsouth.com or 870-972-9800.
KLEK thanks CJ Pepper and the staff of Life Strategies Counseling Incorporated for helping people through hard times in life such as depression, family issues, stress, abuse, and more. They offer counseling and therapy for all ages, individuals, families, and groups. They are located at 1217 Stone Street. Phone number 1-866-972-1268 or online at lscihelp.com. Meineke of Jonesboro is now Starks Auto Service, a full-service auto repair and vehicle maintenance center, offering engine and transmission repair, brake service, tires, oil changes, and more, performed by ASE certified mechanics. The all-new Starks Auto Service, 2813 South Caraway Road in Jonesboro, 870-204-7112. Starks Auto Service, Jonesboro.com.
Courtesy Productions and KLEK presents the first annual Christmas and Blues Southern Soul Showcase featuring Billy Soul Bonds, Charles Wilson, Mo B, and Ricky White. Live December 16th at the Epic Center, 1899 CR 333 Hasbrook Road, Jonesboro. Showtime 7 p.m. Ticket, VIP, and other info 870-203-9951 or klekfm.org.
The Epic Center, located at 1899 Hasbrook Road, County Road 333, is Jonesboro's newest venue for entertainment for the entire family. They offer an auditorium with theater-style seating for up to 1,100 guests, a large stage, professional lighting and sound, dressing rooms, concessions, and more. Available for weddings, concerts, pageants, birthday parties, showers, and more. Booking and other information is available at Epic Center Jonesboro on Facebook, epiccenterjonesboro.com, and at 870-530-5841.
There is no time more fitting to say thank you and to wish you a happy holiday season and a new year of health, happiness, and prosperity from Dr. Sharice Jones Branch.
Did you know KLEK has a brand new streaming app? That's right, you can listen to KLEK 102.5 FM anywhere in the world. The app is available for all Android phones and tablets, as well as iPhones and iPads. Just search your app store for KLEK and download the KLEK app for free today, and don't miss a beat of the education, entertainment, and empowerment on KLEK 102.5 FM.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
All right, welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We're speaking with Tayron Robinson, Javon Long, and Mr. Leganzi Kell from Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. All right, today is their Founders Day, and they have been sharing a lot of information about what the fraternity is all about, the service they provide to the community, and then they bragged about themselves a little bit. I know they've done a lot more than they talked about, but that's okay. I'm going to let them slide.
It's all about humility. Yes.
All right, so we do have a few announcements while I'm pulling that up. Any shout outs? I definitely want to give a shout out to Brother Gerard because he reached out to you all. I was like, okay.
Oh, he got named faculty of the game at the most recent football game. So congratulations to Brother Lockhart, who is actually the chapter president of the Mu Omicron Lambda chapter, as well as the Theta Upsilon advisor.
Yes, sir.
That is awesome.
One of the hardest working men on this campus. He deserved everything he gets.
Yes.
All right. So I do want to give this quick announcement. This is for the Craighead County Martin Luther King Jr. Parade tonight, 7 p.m. at New Mount Zion, which is located at 403 West Allen in Jonesboro, Arkansas. If you go down Main Street, well, I say Main, I think it's Church. Does it turn into Church Street? If you go down Johnson.
Either or.
Okay. Instead of going over the overpass, going to downtown, make a right. And then you're going to get to Allen Street and make a left. So, which you go past St. John and then make a left.
Or if you go on Culver House, you'll turn right. It runs between Main and Culver House.
So tonight at New Mount Zion Baptist Church, 403 West Allen Avenue, 7 p.m., Craighead County Martin Luther King Jr. Parade Committee will be meeting and planning for the upcoming parade. Okay.
And of course, we'll have more information on that parade of course, throughout time on KLK, and we'll even have some people on the show involved with that to give more information. And of course, that is something else that the fraternity has a role in. Obviously, the parade is in honor of one of our most famous fraternity brothers, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and we always do it on MLK weekend to honor his legacy. And the fraternity has always played a big role in that. Typically, the fraternity, members of the fraternity will actually lead the parade holding a portrait of Dr. King, and that was a big initiative that the fraternity had to raise the money to build the MLK Memorial in Washington, D.C. And if you haven't had a chance to view it, you really should. It's very powerful.
Yes, it really is. And also next year, Alpha South will be having their regional convention in Memphis, but it coincides with the 50th anniversary of the assassination of Martin Luther King. So that's all something to be on the lookout for coming up.
Well, definitely keep us informed so we can help you all spread the word about any upcoming and any event that y'all have. Please let us know so we can help spread the word. All right, so
let's go ahead and get into the other announcements. We want to make sure that we get that in.
Okay, this is Dr. Grover Evans. He passed away last week, and just wanted to give you a little bit of a background. There's way too much to read. You can find this information on it's www.encyclopediaarkansas.net. Dr. Grover Evans was born in 1952. He was inducted into the Arkansas Black Hall of Fame. He was the first African American born at St. Bernard's Hospital here in Jonesboro, Craighead County. He was named after the actual delivering Dr. Grover Poole. he was in a car accident which left him paralyzed. He went through some extensive rehab and things, and so he was a huge advocate for disability services. The piece that is written on him is amazing, and you can read all about his life. He also served as the first black elected to the Craighead County or Jonesboro City Council, so that's a major accomplishment. And then he goes on to do many things with the University of Arkansas Pulaski Technical College. He worked with the Arkansas Department of Health. He worked under Mike Huckabee, who was the governor at the time, in 1996. He has been recognized by a variety of publications and Hall of Fames, and he's just been all over the place. So please take some time to go read his bio on the Encyclopedia of Arkansas History and Culture. But you can go to encyclopediaofarkansas.net, and his name is Grover Evans. So we just want to recognize him for his service that he provided to not just Craighead County, but to Arkansas as a whole.
And we also want to shout out Mrs. Cora Evans Hester for bringing that to our attention. We certainly appreciate that.
All right, so guys, any final shout outs, recognitions? Just
as we got about 3 minutes left.
This is your time to shine. Don't be bashful.
I just say shout out to all my brothers, at Alpha Phi Alpha.
Okay.
Enjoy your day. Have a good, safe Founders Day. Don't be acting with no foolishness.
Okay.
Just have a good, safe day.
Foolishness will be involved.
Shout out to another 111 years.
111 years.
And here's to 111 more.
All right. Well, we can't thank you guys enough for joining us, and I hope to have you all back again at this table for, many other topics to come. Please don't be shy.
I think we did all right.
Yeah,
no, we did good.
Y'all did wonderful. So
thank you.
We thank you so much. And thank you for your service to the community. And want to give a shout out to the newly.
Also, we have some new members of the Kappa Nu Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. So we want to congratulate those ladies. Welcome to Greek life. Welcome, sorors.
They are the sisters of the Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity. So, alrighty. So, any of you all but any Alphas graduating this December?
Yes, we have two actually. So one of my line brothers named Kason Louderman. He's graduating Saturday. And we also have one of our brothers who was actually from Beta Chi, but he was initiated in Beta Chi, but he was receiving this MBA here on Saturday as well. So I know for sure we have two brothers who are graduating Saturday.
So you're gonna have to go represent, show out at the graduation.
There'll be a lot of chanting, a lot of yelling, and stay after so y'all can see us step.
All right. I've seen a few videos circulating on Facebook where the Greeks, I don't want to say show out, but they show up.
Turn up.
And even in their cap and gown and dress shoes, they're out there.
We do what we can.
do a little something.
Alrighty. Graduation is a fun time. It's like, to get to that point of graduation, I can't imagine the excitement. I am so ready for my own. It's been a long.
It's going to be a big party at Legends for Kwabila's graduation.
I know a lot of people graduated my age and even older, but my journey is mine, and it's been a long time coming. And
don't make any apologies. You deserve it. Not at all.
Let me tell you, 20-some years in the making, and I'm ready. So, anyway.
Let me know when the celebration is.
All right, we're going to leave it right there.
All right, so we thank you all. Thank everyone for tuning into Community Conversations. And I have to say thank you to the City of Jonesboro for your recognizing me as Volunteer of the Year. It is so humbling and honor.
Thank you for listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants